Good morning, everybody. It's January 4th, and we're north feeding seed. You can kind of see the setup down there. We got the screenings truck. We're dumping the wheat into this hopper, and then he takes his auger up and into his cleaner, using my Super Beef for the clean. Let's go down and take a peek. Put my glove on here. So we're gonna just actually top up this hopper. Do that right now. So our goal is just to keep this hopper full for him. Because he's got an electric auger on eyes up there, kind of like what we have back home. Just automatically turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off. He leaves the gate open. So we're just going to keep this auger or hopper full. It's minus 10 with a pretty good wind. Sorry about the wind. I do have Hemi my mic. I did find them, but it's probably still pretty windy. So I apologize in advance. It's cold, and I forgot my big winter coat at home. Classic mic. Classic mic. So we're gonna be up here. We're gonna clean wheat, durum, lentils, barley, a little bit of oats. So probably take us a few days to do it, but maybe just 2 days. 2 days to do it, and then we'll be done. Okay. So when I was talking to Sean, it's Sean and Keegan here, he says they're doing around 500 bushel an hour of wheat. So here he comes with a fully self-equipped, self-contained, I guess I meant to say, trailer. So we got his cleaner here. It's got lights on it, tarps, curtains to keep the weather out of it. 2 eyes. Very similar to our little bench cleaner back home. With the eyes. This is the screenings going into this truck. Let's take a peek of what we're pulling off. Screenings just means that that's all the junk and all the chaff and the little wheat and all that fun stuff we're pulling out. So typically you're probably 10% is what you're pulling off. I don't know. That's how it is with chickpeas and some lentils. Just plan for 10%. Rule of thumb. He's got a little 130 horsepower JCB generator in there. So that's the cleaner, and this is actually a gravity table. Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mike. Don't. Oh. Oh, man. And this is the clean. Let's just jump up on the truck here and take a peek. don't want to get in there and contaminate it. Well, that looks pretty good. See if I can take my glove off here. Zoom in a little bit. Look at that Volvo smoke over there. Hey, we just got it going. We're gonna put it on those old steel side trailers. We got some oats and barley in there that we want to re-clean. And then they have a little warm-up shack. 2 lazy boys in there, electric heater. That's where we want to be, you guys. That's where you want to be. You just gotta know somebody who knows somebody, you know? Okay. Then obviously we got the 930. Gonna put the weeds in one of those hopper bins. And that's how the day is gonna transpire. Maybe we'll get a tour of this cleaner here at some point. I like the hydraulic jack. Obviously he's gonna want to make sure his trailer is level. And that's it, guys. Actually, let's just go and ask them. We can have a tour. Knock, knock. Can we get a tour?
For sure.
Of the machine?
Yeah.
You guys don't mind if we're doing the recording or anything?
Good.
Cool. Could you walk us around the outside and show us
Sure.
kind of what it's doing or supposed to be doing and how that gravity cable actually works? I've never actually seen a gravity cable work.
Sure.
This is Sean, by the way. I was like, I better point out your name. I'm like, this is Sean, by the way.
Alright, so you got the grate coming in off the air screen and the indent. Dropping in right here. All the gravity cable's working as there's some air underneath pushing up.
Yeah.
And there's a ripple dent in here. So the heavy grate is folding to the bottom.
Okay.
Shaking its way up to the top on the clean side. This is considered a screen over here.
Wait, this is the screenings over here?
Yeah. You can see there's light kernels,
Yeah.
odd white cap, anything we don't like, cracked kernels.
Yeah.
This is what we're discarding on this end.
Okay. So, if you didn't use the gravity cable and you just used the cleaner, what's the advantage of the gravity cable again?
The gravity
layman's terms
cable's
for me?
just taking it one step further, a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer,
Okay.
giving you a nice uniform speed. I guess as a whole, the gravity cable separates by density. So it's taking your light seeds and getting rid of them.
Okay. Where the regular cleaner would just clean some of this through and spit it into your...
You wouldn't even see it.
Okay.
What's in your hand is probably a representation of about 10 to 15 bushels worth of grain.
Okay.
It's a very little amount, but it's just taking that little bit extra.
Just a little bit extra cleaner. Okay. Okay.
Go around that side.
Sure. I'll let you go first. I like the steps.
Here's where we start out.
Yeah.
A little surge hopper up here.
Yeah.
And drops into what we call the air screen machine. Where
Yeah.
first it's pulling off some of your light kernels. Your
Oh, yeah.
fluff, your light stuff.
Your chaff and all that
Chaff.
stuff.
This is what we call our rear air, is doing the same thing.
Okay.
Look up there again.
Oh yeah. So how much different would this be than our little bench that we have back home?
Very similar.
Very
You're
similar.
only about 8 inches wider. Otherwise, it's an
Otherwise,
identical
it's
machine. Yeah.
okay. Because it looks very similar. How?
Yep, very, very, very similar. And like got down here, we're taking off our fines, so we're sizing stuff, any small kernels,
Okay.
whatever we don't want.
Yeah, we don't want the small stuff. We just want the good stuff. The best of the best. So this is what's going in the truck.
Yep, nice size, ready to seed weeds.
Nice. Awesome. And you said you're doing about like 500 bushels an hour?
We run anywhere from, we got 230 sample, 475 to 575.
And obviously the crop, like you can a barley or oats or durum or lentil salt.
Everything runs different. Different settings, different screens.
How long can you run with your fuel tank on your generator?
We're there for about 3 days. That's 75 gallons. We're quite cool.
That's awesome. I like the side rails here.
It'll make it nice and normal. I can show you the indents from the back if you like.
Sure. Look at the indents on the back.
These are indent drums. They're rotating away.
Okay, yeah, because we don't have these. We would have basically that. Similar.
They're sorting by length versus width. So the screen machine up top sorts by width.
Okay.
These sort by length. So it picks every individual kernel up.
Yeah.
Throws it into a trough up there.
No, I don't think they're allowed to see there.
All the tailings off of there. So it's your white caps, your large unthreshed heads, anything that's off to the screening.
Yeah.
This is what's going to the gravity table to be then density sorted.
Okay. And then that one is just
They're all doing the same thing.
all doing the same thing. Obviously, it's pretty important to make sure your trailer's level.
Yeah, we got levels around the whole trailer, 8 sets of hydraulic jacks.
Oh yeah, there's a level right there. Yeah, zoom in on that. Makes sense. And obviously you're lit up so you can clean at night as well.
Yeah, we can clean 24 hours a day if we need to.
And then these here are just some extra screens.
Yep, so these will be for lentils coming up. We're gonna clean them off here yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice small fine hole screws.
That's awesome. Can we have a tour of the inside?
For sure. Yeah.
Woo. So basically, this is the happening place. You got two big chairs in here, electric heater, and then just watch the cameras.
Yeah.
This is the top of the cleaner, clean seed, gravity table, and screens. So basically, you got your microwave. You're only missing your mini fridge.
Yeah, I don't know. It freezes up in here overnight some nights. So
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be insulated. It's super awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh, it makes it comfortable.
And you got all the switches and breaker boxes. Have you ever had trouble blowing breakers or anything like that?
Not unless something plugs or, I mean, you get a lump of something not great coming through the machine, well then it'll trigger itself off.
Well, this is pretty awesome. I appreciate this. Thank you, guys. John and Keegan, right?
You bet.
Awesome, thanks. All right, I'm gonna collect my gloves here. That was awesome. Our clean truck is filling up. Yeah, move it here. Awesome. Well, we're done the wheat. As soon as we dump this load in, we're done the wheat. We're gonna start lentils tomorrow, and love this 930. Like, this is one of the reasons why I bought this tractor, is to run this auger. Now, obviously, just dumping into one of these perk bins is easy, but when you're sitting up in a 12-ring bin, it's still going to be easy. That's the greatest thing. Oh, my stairs is out. So obviously there's no snow this year, so I haven't got to use my blade. It's still brand new. But you know what? I'm actually okay with that. Because typically I'm pushing snow like a madman. I'm normally all blocked in. I can't get down my driveway. And this is awesome. We've never lost a crop in January, February, or March. Or even April for that matter. All we need is some rain. We do not have to have a whole pile of snow. I will go back over here. Oh, we're done. Is it all done?
Yep.
All right, I'll move the truck out of the way. I'm gonna try to get that barley into the terminal here yet before they close. Clear out that. Yeah, I already got the conveyor moved. Gates are all closed?
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right. Oh, and I can't remember if I told you, but we did put a Wabasco on the 930, so works awesome. All right, we're loading up the barley. Like the lights on the conveyors. Super handy, especially when I don't have lights all around my yard yet. So the reason why we're moving some of this barley is because I need this bin. So we got to get this stuff out of here yet tonight. Or tomorrow. You're always moving stuff around when you're cleaning seed. Just gonna back up a little bit here. All right, we got the first hopper full. We covered the light so you can't see it. Working on this other hopper right there. Barley's light, so you pretty much fill it right up. Shut it off. Beauty, we gotta move. All right, we just made it up here and I'm cleaning my windows. So that truck in front of us, which I guess you can't see with the glare, still can't see with the glare, is getting probed, or was getting probed. And he's done. We're gonna have to roll up. Okay, just telling me that my RPMs aren't high enough. Just shift. I will decide. All right, I know. You could definitely shift right now. And right about here. Oh, perfect. We're already untarped. There she goes. Then I just watch for my lights. Red light is stop. Orange is back up. Green move ahead. So on and so forth. So one of the reasons why they probe, if you're wondering about that, is just so that way they can get the sample by the time I get in there. They've already have it graded. They know exactly what I'm bringing in. I'm bringing barley. They know what bin to put it in their terminal. And if they found something that they didn't like, say you, I don't know, for whatever reason they didn't like it, they could reject you and then you just carry on through and then take it back home and dump it back in your bin or whatever. So it's a lot easier for them to reject you if that ever had to happen now versus once you already dump it in their pit and then they're like, oh, we found something, whatever that might be. So that's the reason why they're probing. Do you ever get rejected? Never been. That would only happen if you brought in some sort of rotten stuff or something that was super tough, maybe. Like you're bringing in some 30% moisture and you're like, oh, no, we can't deal with that. Or seed treat. If you ever brought in anything contaminated with seed treat, those would be the reasons you would get rejected. Just waiting for the green light. When I said green light, I meant red light. Green light, red light, green light. Everyone remembers that game. We got a green light. I actually really enjoy hauling to this terminal. It's my Taro terminal. The reason why is because it's a newer terminal and it has the 2 pits, so you don't have to back up, you don't have to move. You just pull right on and just do everything right there. Also, the Richardson terminal back home is the same thing. It's a brand spanking new terminal, newer than this one even. Like, just built it. Still smells new when you go in there. It also has 2 pits. I always go to this mark right there. Perfect. Then I know I'm perfect. And we've already dropped the air out of our trailers. We've already dumped in this back pit back there. Dumped the back trailer already. We're just dumping the front trailer. I always just do one hopper at a time. Less risk of making a mess. Because you can fill these, by the way, FYI. Oh, getting trigger happy. Oh, there it is. That's about how fast they can take it away, if you're wondering. Maybe not quite that fast. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow when we're started on the lentils.